Recently I discovered I have a problem on my motorcycle called clutch chutter. When I was doing research before buying this motorcycle, I did hear about clutch chutter. And I also heard that it was fairly commonplace with these motorcycles, and other than being a little bit annoying, it was nothing to worry about. So what it is for me is it sounds like there is a knocking in the engine, mainly when it's at idle. And there is a problem with the clutch basket on these. So as it turns out, it was never recalled by Suzuki, but it was a problem enough with the DL1000, which this is, and also the SV1000 engines, that aftermarket companies started making clutch baskets for these motorcycles. The main company that I kept hearing about in online forums for this was a company called Works, and small company. The guy just recently retired, and he's got some videos on YouTube that are really good explaining the problems and also showing how to replace the basket with his upgraded basket. So you send him a basket, he sends you it fixed. Now, and he shows all the problems, and I'm not smart enough to explain what the problem is, but now that I've discovered that, I wasn't too worried, but then recently a local creator called Blue Marble Rider, who lives on Vancouver Island, not really in the grand scheme of things, not that far away from me. He recently did a video where he took his motorcycle in for its, I think he was around 45,000 kilometers or something, so he had his 48,000 service done. But just prior to that, he went to take work in for his front wheel, and they discovered this chutter, and they told him it was so bad it really should be replaced before the engine basically, not his words, but it basically implodes. So he had that work done, and on top of his 48,000 service, so I'm not including the money he spent on his $48,000 service, just to have the clutch plate, the clutch basket replaced with some other parts and labor, was $1,300 Canadian. And of course, I'm very frugal, and it's one of those things I would rather get that fixed sooner than later. I have about 22,000 kilometers on this motorcycle now. I bought it when it had 18, so I put a lot on it already in the short time that I've had it. But I want to get it done, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. So I started watching YouTube videos on this, and especially the Works channel, and he does a great tear down and reinstall of the clutch basket. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to replace it myself. So I looked up to find out the parts to buy here in Canada just for the clutch basket was over $400. I think it was in the neighborhood of 460 Canadian dollars. I went to some more online forums, and I discovered you can buy them direct from an online web source. I think it's japanbike.com or Japan Bike World. It's in Japan. It's a parts company, and they have the website in English and Japanese and probably other languages. And I was able to order that part. It said it was going to be a month and a half delay. Order that part for $200 US. So that ended up working to be, that's with shipping. So that ended up working out to be, I can't remember what let's say $250 Canadian. And then I ordered it, it arrived, and I ended up having to pay another $40 Canadian tax and import fees on it, and that was, so that brought me up to, about $300. So I still saved, even like, if I paid for that other one after tax, I probably saved close to $200. I'd like to think, just on that part. Now, the other things that he didn't include in that cost, because they were part of his other service, was there's gaskets, oil. He had an oil change, so he had that all done as a separate part, but there's the oil, and there is the antifreeze. So that's not the only cost that this has cost me. So that cost him $1,300, but I have to replace the oil, so I will be doing it. I'm at 22,000. My next service is 24,000 anyway. So I'm still waiting for some parts. I'm waiting for a gasket. I'm waiting for my coolant fluid to come in, because it was cheaper to buy it online than it was to buy it directly from the store, like a lot cheaper. And once I get that stuff in, I'm going to start work on this, and then I'm going to see if I can actually do my valve clearance checks myself. we'll see if I can do that. If I can, I'm basically knocking the whole 24,000 service out of the way in one go. And the cost to me is going to be, let's see, oil, filter, let's say we're looking at about $100 for that. Oil is so expensive, I can't believe it. And then the gasket and the coolant, let's say it's another $100 for all that stuff. So I'm looking at, what's that, $500 to do what cost Blue Mountain Railroad $1,300, as long as I do it correctly. I have to work this fine balance of being frugal and getting a job done right, because I don't want it to cost me more money in the long run. So essentially, if I don't do this right, I'll have to somehow get the motorcycle to a shop, and it's just going to end up, basically that money will have been wasted. So that's to give you an example. But I will be working on this clutch chutter, hopefully fixing it, and having this bike feel better, because apparently any vibrations that I feel, and I'm used to any vibrations in this bike already, but any vibrations I might feel are going to be eliminated. So we'll see how that goes. And I know there are times when I'm riding and actually my right hand goes numb, almost like it's getting cold, usually at the start of a ride, and I think that has something to do with maybe that clutch basket. So we'll see. Anyway, time will tell. Take care, ride safe.